Hey y'all, my name's Chris West, and most of you may know me already. And for those who don't, I'm just incredibly passionate about three things, and that is God, family, and turkeys. I've got what I think is going to be a really amazing treat for y'all tonight. And what I'm going to show you is a few products from Grounded Brand. Grounded Brand is a relatively new company. They have a fantastic vest, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes. They've got hats, they've got face masks and gloves, but let's start off with the vest tonight. This is the Impact vest. This is the first version. They actually have two versions. They've got this one, and then they have the Impact 2.0, which is the second version. The vests are virtually identical with two very small differences, and I will show you what those differences are here as the video progresses. But let me show you what this vest is all about. First and foremost, Grounded Brand is a company that's located in Huntsville, Alabama. The phone number that you call, if you call customer service or if you call Grounded Brand, is the cell phone of the owner. His name is Drew Abel, and he is amazing. He's one of the nicest guys you ever meet, and he has a tremendous vision for his company, Grounded Brand. We're going to start off tonight talking about the vest, then we'll move on to the gloves and the hats and the face mask as well. But first, let's start off with the vest. The vest is amazing. I think the vest is really special. It does something that no other vest that I'm aware of does nearly as well, and that it's ambidextrous. But when I say that, I mean it's equally easy for left-handers or right-handers to use the vest in a lot of different ways, and I'm going to highlight those for you right now. The vest is what I would call a strap vest. Meaning it doesn't have wide shoulders, it just has adjustable straps here. My beautiful daughter Pip is going to be our model tonight. So thank you so much, Pip, for doing such a wonderful job. The vest actually secures itself to your body with three straps. There's a strap here, there's a strap in the middle, and then there's a strap on the bottom with the traditional sort of plastic clips that we're all familiar with. And you can hear it click like that, but you can also put it on very quietly if you need to. Really great straps there. You can adjust the shoulders comfortably here, which is a good feature as well. Primarily, there's two main pockets to the vest. There's this pocket on the right, then there's this pocket on the left. Both are zippered waterproof pockets, and the one on the left, if you open it up, you'll see it secures four different pot calls, and I actually have four of them in here right now, along with four strikers. I've only got three strikers in here, but it does have spots for four strikers. So you can see I've got a call here, I've got a call here, I've got a call here, and then I've got another call underneath here. If we close this vest up, on the other side, you'll notice that there is the same size pocket, and inside you've got shell loops for your shells right here for 5 shells. There is a cargo net, a mini sort of elastic cargo net on the inside. I've got a mouth cowl in it, but you could also, of course, put box chalk in there or who knows what. There is a box call pouch inside of here also, which is perfect. I actually have a James Whitmer box in here right now. James Whitmer's an amazing call maker if you're unfamiliar with him. And then, of course, along the bottom of this big pouch is plenty of room for a thermocell. So lots of room in there. The rest of the pockets are really ambidextrous. You can use left or right hands. Up top here, you have a magnetic mouth call pouch. And you can see there's a mouth call reverse combo in there. On this side, I've got a striker pocket. I've got a striker in this pocket right here so that you can actually see the pocket because the vest is so camouflaged, it's very hard to see some of these smaller pockets. But this striker is actually sitting in a locator call pocket. On the other side, you have another locator call pocket if you are left-handed. And then there's also another magnetic mouth call pouch on the other side also. And on that side, I've got another reverse combo in that pocket. So when you close these pockets up, you'll notice that along the front, there's also two humongous zippers, one on each side. And when you open these pockets up, there's just an absolute ton of storage in here. And inside of those pockets on either side is a very specific reinforced pocket for pruners, which if you're like me, you've got a pair of those easy cut pruners. Those are the best ones that I've come across. And every time I sit down at every single tree, I pull those pruners out and I do some clipping to make sure that there's not blackberries or vines or who knows what that's going to create an uncomfortable space for me to sit, and that'll make me fidget and move and create unnecessary movement that the turkeys might see. On the other side here, if you're right-handed, there's another, it's the exact same pocket as the other side. There's a reinforced, customizable pruner pocket inside, and then there's just a ton of space for other things as well. So I'll zip this pocket up, and then I'll get Miss Pipsy to turn around halfway and put your hand over there. So on the side and on both sides of the vest, there is a spot for a water bottle right here. And there's also a little strap that fits on the outside of that so you can secure it nice and snug. You could also use this pocket for a long box as well if you don't want to put a water bottle in it. If Pip turns all the way around, you'll notice on the other side, and again, this is a testament to it being equally well suited for left-handed people or right-handed people. There's another spot for a water bottle, and again, the strap to secure it. You could also put a long box here like I mentioned before. If Pip will turn around away from us here, you'll see in the back, the Grounded brand seat is actually secured with a magnet. And I want to take a second and talk about the magnet that some companies utilize to secure the seat to the back of the vest. Now, between magnets and buckles, a magnet is a way better approach because it's easier to find. You're not constantly fussing for straps or buckles or vice versa or both. The drawback, though, historically with vests that utilize magnets to secure the seat back to the seat to the back of the vest is that the magnets have traditionally been too weak to hold make a strong connection. And I notice, and I'm not going to mention any names because some of these companies are partners with us at Mossy Oak, but everyone is familiar with vests where the magnets are too weak, and then every time you turn around, the seat is falling back off of the vest and it's banging you in the back of the knees, and it just creates a lot of unnecessary movement on your part trying to constantly resecure that seat. In the case of Grounded brand, they have used some earth magnets in their vest, and it takes actually 32 pounds to disengage this seat from the back of the vest. So there's a very, very strong connection back here. More importantly, it's very easy to find the place where to make that connection because you can't see it when you've got the vest on. Very easy to make that connection, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and disengage the seat. There's 2 pockets on the back here of the vest. Well, 3, I should say. There's a gigantic pocket to put your bird in, which, of course, nobody's any stranger to the turkey pouch and the turkey bag in the back of your vest. They do a great job with that here. You can disengage the vest here if you need more space to fit him in there. If you do have a bird and you're walking out of the woods, they have provided a safety flag, which I highly encourage everybody to use for safety, so nobody, especially if you're on public land, can be very dangerous carrying a bird out of the woods. And this is one of my favorite features, what I'm going to show you here. There's another pouch, zippered pouch, right here along the top and the back, and there's a huge pocket inside. And this is a designated water bladder pocket. So if you use Camelbacks or a generic equivalent of Camelback, you can put that water bag in here, that water bladder in there. There's actually a little Velcro strap to secure it in there nicely. And then another great feature is you're familiar with the little slit in the back of hunting clothes for your harness to go through and secure to the tree. Well, there's something very similar here, and you can see I'm going to stick my finger up through it, and that is for the straw or the tube, whichever you want to call it, that comes out of the water bladder. So you run it up through this hole right here, and then there are two elastic straps on the shoulders, one here and one here, that you'll run that straw or that tube through to secure it to the front of the vest. And they have that on both sides. Again, that's another shout out to Grounded Brand for thinking of people who are right-handed or left-handed, because you can utilize either side to do that with. Now I'm going to get Miss Pip to turn all the way around again, and then I'm going to unsecure the vest so I can show you some of the pockets on the inside. So on the inside, you have this gigantic pocket right here. Hold that up, baby. You've got this gigantic pocket right here that you could literally just put anything in the world in here. I mean, it is just huge. Behind it, there is another pocket, which would be, again, perfect for a long box. This might be even a better, turn this way. This might actually even be a better spot for your long box right here, because it would be secured against your body as well. And of course, on the other side, you have the same exact two pockets. There's this gigantic zippered sort of net pocket, and then there's this elastic pocket right here, which could be, again, great for a long box or another water bottle or just miscellaneous, who knows what. Another really cool feature on this vest is underneath the straps, there are some silicone sort of stripes here, which are great because that will firmly secure the shoulder straps to whatever you're wearing underneath, so the vest isn't sliding up and down constantly. And that is really pretty much it for the vest. I mean, it's got all of the right pockets in all the right places. There's not a bunch of extra goofy specialized stuff that you don't need. The price point for the first version of the vest was $180. The second version of the vest is $220. There's two differences, and I'll show you what those differences are. The pockets are all the same size and all the same places between the first version and the second version. The second version has locking straps right here, so that there's no way for your straps to slide up and down or anything. They're absolutely locked in place. And if Miss Pip can turn around for us again, the way that they secure the seat to the back of the vest is different. In the first version, you see there's these two little buckles on the bottom. In the second version, there's a strap that goes across the back here that is maybe a little bit stronger than the first version. If you've got a vest, and I have just about, well, not all of them, but I've got probably 12 or so different vests. The sort of price point right now for a good turkey vest is, between $180 probably and $220. I know Mossy Oak has two very good versions similar to the original Bob Dixon vest, which are like $119 and then $129. Probably the best value vest that there is, minimalist sort of value vest. But this, I think, is a great mixture of a ton of features and just a tremendous amount of bang for the buck. I think it has everything that you need without all the extra stuff that you don't kind of need. Now, another couple of things that Grounded brand does very well is they also make sort of peripheral apparel. And by peripheral apparel, I mean that they have hats like this one. This is, of course, original Bottomland with their Grounded brand logo, but it's in a muted enough style. I mean, I think it's white, but I would have no problem hunting with this vest. I mean, forgive me, with this hat. And they also have a very, very good face mask, which I'll show you right now. So this is their face mask. This one, of course, is in mossy oak green leaf, and it's got a little aluminum, really soft, sort of almost tinfoil aluminum thing that will secure the mask to your nose, the bridge of your nose, and you can customize that. And then there's also an elastic strap that is secured in the back. I'm trying to fix this camera. It's starting to act up a little bit. But one thing that I don't like about traditional, even there's some companies that make some very, very good face masks. Of course, this one is very porous and it would be very cool for the summer or late spring, I should say. But it's a little bit lighter green underneath, but it isn't white like a few of them are. So that's a really good thing. Another thing that Grounded brand has is they have these fingerless gloves, and there's silicone sort of rubberized material underneath. They do a very good job with their gloves. These are probably the best gloves I've ever seen as a turkey hunter. Anyway, this gimbal is starting to act up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. Please do me a favor in everything that you do, and that is always evangelize for our Lord and Savior. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about the vest, about the gloves, about the hat, about the patterns, about the face mask, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Thank you so much, and God bless each and every one of you. Good night now. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to turn this thing off. Good night. I hope I don't ruin it after all this time.